Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition with me, Bring It On. So last episode I forgot to read the flavor text for Ilthbratha. This ancient bronze sword is set with 6 matching bloodstones. It was apparently forged for Azun I, a long-dead king of Cormyr. It saw little use and eventually found its way to a favorite of the king's guards. Despite the aid of its illusionary magic, that unnamed soldier fell in a later battle, and the sword was lost to brigands or scavengers. It's not a very good sword. It does give you mirror image once per day, but I don't plan on ever using it. Alright, to the temple ruins. Let's tuck this away. I don't need it, but I bought it, so I'll hold on to it. Alright, Layan's journal. This journal was found on the body of the shadow-slain warrior you stumbled upon near the entrance to the Dark Woods. The last entry is of particular interest. Nothing is as I had imagined that it would be. I expected to become a hero when I joined Mazzy Fenton's party. I expected that we would slay monsters with ease and bask in the glory of victory as they do in the old tales. But it is not as it seems. I did not expect the drudgery of the march, the casual horror of slaughter, the smell of death everywhere. I swear I can taste it. We've killed so many shadows and black wolves that my brain has become as numb as my arm. I'm covered in ichor, but I have not the energy to even clean myself. If not for Mazzy, I think that I would be mad. She is a constant source of strength and always reminds us of the innocence that these beasts have killed, of the horror that we must take upon ourselves to save the people who have no defense. Mazzy is the hero here, not I. The battle has only just begun. Today we arrived at the entrance to the ruined temple. It was crawling with shadows. Were it not for Mazzy's quick thinking, we would surely be dead. There were far too many to fight, but Mazzy used the stained glass of the ruins to reflect the light we had, illuminating the entrance and sending the shades to their doom. While the stained glass caught the light, we were able to find a pocket of safety. Any shadows that came within were destroyed by the light. Tomorrow we will attempt to enter the temple, and the darkness. I have never felt such dread. I try to be as brave as Mazzy, but cannot. I feel the horrible, inescapable urge to run. When the battle is joined, I can only hope that I will not. Okay, well, welcome to the ruined temple and the dark woods surrounding it. Anath, you will not steal my vengeance. Okay. I'll try not to. Is he circling around to get me? So I've got places to be. Also, I'm a big fan of the creaky tree sounds in this area. Okay. Just circle around this way.
Righteousness shall prevail!
I don't like the look of this! Oh, I'll show you a fight.
What is it now?
That's fine, that should come back. Only 500 XP. I guess that's fair. Okay, so Wolf Cave, that's where Anath went, I believe. Okay. Let's go check this out.
Nature could find a home here if it were properly cleansed
As I
and
thought.
mapped.
Best you make peace with your demons before I send you to meet them.
Man things. Curse you and curse the world. Can Wolf not enjoy her last meal in peace? I'm gonna put an end to the evil of you and your wolves. You've preyed on your last innocent. My wolves? Ha! No longer, fool. The pack has fallen under the fell magics of the Shade Lord. Your hunting has gone awry. Explain yourself. Who is this Shade Lord, and what has he done to your pack? This place was not always like this, floating in a false and unholy darkness. It began only a short time ago. The ruins to the east of the den have long been a place of foreboding to my pack, and me, who had no desire to tread the ground of the fallen temple. The temple was once dedicated to Amalnator, a god of the sun, and a great prophetess is buried within. It was holy ground once, though now it is fouled. It is obvious that Amalnator's power has waned, for if this were still his consecrated ground, my doom would never have arisen from the bowels of the temple. Go on. Some weeks ago, muted rumblings were heard beneath the temple. We paid little heed to them until the skies darkened and the shadows deepened. It was high noon when it happened, and the pack gathered so I might calm them. I thought it to be an eclipse. It was not. The Shade Lord came among us then. He dominated my wolves, my children, with a glance. I changed form and leapt at his darkness, but he merely laughed. Enough, he said. Bend to my will. It shall be the means of my revenge. He walked amongst the terrified wolves and killed them all with a touch. Once they were all dead, his darkness reached out to the corpses of my children and animated them as shade wolves. Numb with terror and sorrow, I ran. I have hidden these last few weeks from the shades that once were wolves, from the darkness that creeps out of the temple that once imprisoned the Shade Lord. I will hide no more. This man I killed only to gather strength to face the Shade Lord. He wants only to kill and those he kills. He wants only to kill and those he kills, be they man-thing or wolf, arise as shades in his army. Will you allow me this revenge, or do I have to fight you as well? The Shade Lord seems to be the true source of this evil. We will help you kill him. Meet me in the temple to the east of this den. Beware of the shadows that lurk there. Make sure you are prepared before you enter it. Yep, I will help you slay the Shade Lord. As any truly righteous paladin would.
Simple. If you wish. Fight well, for now you will die. What do you want?
I wonder if she's a greater werewolf or if she's just a regular werewolf.
Well, for now you will die. You shall suffer my wrath of justice!
Well, we could slaughter shades all day, so doesn't matter how big his army is, I think we could handle it. Alright, don't want them to get too far ahead of the main party.
Gotcha good.
If you wish.
Alright. This is what my paladin's all about. Coming in and smiting evil. Though I prefer to fight demons or dragons, this will suffice. Considering that's what the Cavalier excels at. Demon and dragon slaying.
Yeah.
I know there's probably not a reason to check, but rather be safe than sorry. Kind of sad they did away with all like unnecessary areas to explore. So that's part of the fun in Baldur's Gate 1. You never knew if an area was going to hide some secret or if it was just going to be completely irrelevant. Again, almost every area had someone to talk to or something to do, but you still had to find it for yourself. Baldur's Gate 2 is just all relevant areas, which kind of also makes sense since you're always under pressure from John Irenicus, either to rescue Imoen or to get your soul back. Where in the first Baldur's Gate, it's up to Sarevok's plan, his plots, which could, you know, you don't know how long it's going to take, so how much pressure are you truly under. The edges of this pit are scratched and torn, as if some large creature has moved through here recently. The darkness of the pit is a black so deep it strains your eyes just to see it.
Nature, take the life she gave!
Next time. I don't like the look of this. My
Fight
blade will
well,
cut you
for
down
now
to size.
you will die. Great fun! Right? As I thought.
I'll hurt you if I have to. I'll hurt you if I have to. I'll hurt you if I have to.
Fall, creature, and feed the earth!
Next time.
Mine is the fist of death.
Nature, take the life she gave!
There it is. Donald, it's a trap. Use the mirror to the left of the crystal there to gather what light is left and avenge my pack. Is it that?
Go for the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes. Yeah!
Ask for it. I don't like the looks of this.
Fight well, for now you will die.
This fountain is filled with a dark, thick liquid that reeks of death and decay. Alright, fine, I'll go up here. This gem burns with an inner light that is faint but noticeable. It seems that this too has been affected by the darkness that infects this land. What mirror?
Such a good.
Feel the backhand of justice.
I mean, it has to be a finite amount of shadows, so I'm not really under that much pressure. Because you get experience for each one, so they won't throw infinite at you. Though they aren't worth a whole lot either.
I'll hurt you if I have to.
Go for the eyes. Yeah!
I don't like how there's this big... Why can't I move my map? There we go. I like how there's this big chunk of darkness right here. I would like to investigate it. Let's see, let's give her a ring. Alright, and into the temple.
What do you want?
I heard a noise.
Mine is the fist of death.
Cut him down. There we go.
Mine is the fist of death.
Please come a little closer, guys.
If you wish.
Sun Ray!
My blade will cut you down to size.
Fight well.
I shall go forth at your command. Righteousness shall prevail!
Alright, Minsky, grab that. I'll grab that, and you grab that.
Good to go?
Make sure this isn't trapped. Amauna's bones. These are the bones of the child prophetess Amwana? Maybe it's Amwana. The bones have been defiled and gnawed upon by the shade wolves. It's a little encumbered. We'll give this to him and put it in his bag. Just stuff those bones in the bag.
Yeah.
No big deal. Should not free the master's consort, mortal. Okay. I wasn't gonna try.
You shall suffer
We're
my
all
wrath.
heroes. You and Boo and I.
Shadow prison
Gangsters
key.
and rangers everywhere.
This key was obtained.
Rejoice!
Excuse me, Minsk. This key was obtained from the Shadow Jailer. Be used to open the prison cells in the Shadow Dungeon. Oops. Alright, we'll tuck that away as well. It's honestly, I think, thematically one of my favorite dungeons in the game. Because you're literally just going in to smite evil, which
What?
is what it's all about.
Right you are.
Especially as a...
Oh, noble friends, I beg your assistance in this evil place.
Oh, hey, Mazzy. Well met. Who addresses me?
Your Grace, I am Mazzy Fenton, a valiant servant of justice and righteousness.
As you can see, I could use your assistance. And you shall have it. How did you come to be here? I am an adventurer. I led my party here to discover the source of the evil that has befallen the area, which became abundantly clear when it slaughtered my companions at the Shadow Altar. You fought my jailers, the Shadows. Those unfortunate souls are the remnants of live victims who have been perverted by the power of the Dark Fiend, the Shade Lord. And why is it here, and what does it want? It is here to dominate and to conquer. The Shade Lord seems to feed on the corruption of souls. If it is not stopped, it will continue to build its army of shadows. And we're here to get rid of the Shade Lord. Why don't you tell us of your attempt? My companions and I were hired by Minister Lloyd of Imnisvale to find the Ranger Morella, as well as look into the rash of killings that has plagued the area. We found Morella's journal, which mentioned the unholy darkening of this land. The local legends tell of how the Shade Lord was struck down by Amwanator. I want to say Amalnator. Yeah, Amalnator ages ago. We entered the temple ruins and found it infested with shadow magic. The Shade Wolves here are from the wolf packs that roamed these hills mere weeks ago. Through tomes and other clues, my party learned of a perverted altar of Amalnator, which can only be reached through the bowels of this place. We had to find sun gems so the doors of darkness that the Shade Lord had placed along our path could be opened. They can be acquired if one passes Amalnator's tests. We searched for the 3 parts of the key to the door that leads to the horde that the Shade Lord commands. The Shade Lord commands a shadow dragon, a most deadly foe. We were struck down as he laughed, and I am unsure of how to defeat such a creature. Most horrible of all, the Shade Lord took the life force of my friends and turned them into members of his cursed army. My beloved Patrick has become a hideous shadow. I would gladly have sold my life with my friends, but the Shade Lord would not let the dragon kill me. He wants me to be what he calls his consort. He is not a creature of this plane, and must possess a body, feeding on its life. He inhabits Morella now, and plan to use my own body once Morella grows weak, I suspect. I've come to believe that this altar, which the Shadow Dragon guards, is the secret of this place. A way must be found to pass this beast, for he cannot be killed by such as us. The Shade Lord and his altar must be destroyed. I am uninjured and ready to fight with you, if you will have me. We could use a valiant sword arm, if you wish to join us. We shall travel together as companions. With Arvarine's blessing, our partnership shall be a fruitful one. Alright, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna actually kick out Jaheira temporarily. And then do some swapping real fast. So Mazzy comes with a couple of weapons here. We're going to give her some better stuff here in a second. Let us do some quick adjustments. We'll give that to her, mostly that. You know, since you've been such a good sport, Ari, I'll let you keep some of this stuff. And let's see.
Sorry, but I couldn't hold that last item.
Oh, that's right.
It's
All right,
on the
let's give
ground.
all the arrows to Mazzy real fast. It's probably best if I just threw them on the ground. Let's just throw them on the ground. So we're replacing Ari with Mazzy here. I'll probably never use that. So Mazzy comes with a few quirks about her. She's a wannabe paladin. She has the Bow of Arvarine. This enchanted bow has been in Mazzy Fenton's possession for several years, given to her by her god, Arvarine. It is usable only by halflings, granting a +2 bonus hit, a +2 bonus to hit rolls. There we go. And then she also has the Sword of Arvarine. Another gift to Mazzy from Arvarine. This short sword may only be used by halflings. The enchantments that exist within this sword give it the ability to slow any opponent struck by it. And they're also immune to slow and stun, which is pretty good. Which one is this? +5. We're going to give this to Jaheira, actually. When the time comes. This is really good. We can give that to her as well. Staff of Curing, I'm probably never going to use. What do we have here? Give that to her. Alright, and... Nope, wrong thing. We'll go ahead and throw that on her, I guess. I want the Paws of the Cheetah, I guess Girdle of Fortitude as well. Does she not have a belt? We'll give that to her instead. So a lot of wands. Again, I'm probably never going to use them. I could probably be fine just to get rid of most of these, except for the Wand of Paralyzation. Because right now she's pretty loaded up with stuff that she doesn't really need. I'm going to give this to her. And... Small shield +2, sure. And don't need that. What is this? There you go. Alright, Ari, prepare to get dismissed. I'm never going to use that. Though I could use it on Jaheira, I guess. But nope, let's not worry about that right now. Let us get all the stuff out we need for... I mean, it's something, I guess. Don't know why I still have Ashadina. I should have probably sold that. Did I go past the bow? Oh, there it is. And I think that was everything. This might be better. I'm probably more likely to use it. So does it do anything for me? I'm gonna do something with that real fast as well. Okay. We'll tuck this back in here so it's at the bottom and easier to find. We'll give this to her. No, we'll just tuck that away. Give that to her, give this to her. Whoops. Who did I give that to? Well, she can hold a bunch of stuff. Oh, okay, I have an idea. Let's see if this works on her as well. I'll let her... So? You can equip multiple short swords. What? Yeah, whatever. We'll get rid of that. Put that on. Problem solved. Again, I'll probably never use this, so let's just tuck that away. It's taking a little bit of time. We'll get there, though. Alright, I think that's everything she can equip right now. Let me double check Ari's inventory, make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm not. Okay.
What? You cannot mean I stood by you through a very difficult time. I have turned my back on many of my own brethren.
Actually, you know what? Did I just cancel her romance? I may have just canceled her romance. Shoot. I don't want to reload that, though. I'm not going to read that, because she's not going anywhere. I'm getting rid of Aerie, though.
I am sure you want to continue as we were.
No, I think we should split up for now. I guess I'll go back to the circus, then. You'll come visit me there, won't you? Yes, return to the circus. If we need you again, we'll come and get you. And good riddance.
It is done.
So Mazzy actually comes with a few spells. She has Haste, Invoke Courage, Lay on Hands, and Strength.
How may I assist?
Cool. Then she starts with a short sword, and she starts with a longbow, or short bow, yeah. That's why I wanted her to have a short bow instead of a longbow, because she has 5 pips, or sorry, yeah, no, 5 pips in a short bow already. Very good. I guess I'll just keep pumping short sword. She's on level 13. Everyone else is level 16, 17, 18 in some cases. So she's a little behind the curve, but
As I thought.
it'll be okay. Though I am concerned about canceling Chihira's romance. Let me quick save. Let's see where my last save was at. I have to do all that re-equipping though. How safe do I want to be about the romance? Because I may have already messed it up anyway. Shoot. I'm gonna do it.
If you wish.
I know it's not the most exciting thing to watch, but I can't
You
risk it.
for
I have a faster way of handling it this time though, so it might be okay. I guess we can kick out Animans since I'm not going to replace him or romance him.
I'll hurt you if I have to.
Righteousness shall prevail!
Man, I'm not super concerned about the romance, but if I can avoid jeopardizing it consciously, then that's what I'll do.
Oh, noble friends, your grace, I am Mazzy Fenton, a valiant servant of justice and righteousness.
Alright, first things first, drop all these arrows on the ground. Save me some hassle with the transfer of items. Then Mazzy can pick these up on her own if she wants. Please just put it there, thank you. Alright. Then give her all of her stuff except for that. Chihiro can actually use this instead of that. It works out extremely well. Alright, again, I'm sorry, I know this isn't the most exciting thing. I could probably edit it, but... You can have this, you can have that. Surprised they left her armed. I don't know why she comes with her weapons like that. I feel like she shouldn't. Guards ring, we can give that to her. Replace that, tuck this away for later. I'll probably never use it. And again, probably won't use this. I'm gonna use the nymph's cloak instead. Please open the container. Alright. So what do we have? That. Elves Bane. Sure, necklace of form stability. Where is the nymph's cloak? And I want Dragon's Bane out and about. No idea why the short bow isn't recommended to her. I guess because she already has one equipped. I really think that it should be recommended to her. Wasn't there a ranged attack? Maybe I don't have those. Never mind. Oh, you can have that, and you can have that. Again, probably don't need these wands. I'm going to sell most of these when we get back to a merchant, if I remember. Again, I don't use Potion of Invisibility very often, if at all. Can't even use it. Interesting, we're a little over encumbered with her by 10. How much does this weigh? Only 4. You know what, we'll just drop these on the ground. They're not that valuable. Wand of Fear, eh. We have Fireball through that, so I don't really need that. Again, I'll use Potions of Invisibility. So we'll drop that as well. Perfect. Oh no, that's been taken care of.
We must continue our travels.
Yes, let's get going, Enemin. Good. There's much left to do. And then goodbye, Aerie. Come talk to me.
Sure you want to continue as we were?
No, I think we should split up for now. I guess I'll go back. Oh, I already read this. Never mind. Yeah, go to the circus. You come up here. You go right here, and voila. Level her up again. 2 pips in short sword, and done.
Yeah.
Alright, Mazzy, pick up some arrows.
Fair enough,
Wait,
my
honey, I'll
friend.
let you out first. Okay. Extremely time consuming, but you know what? It's done, so it's okay.
Yes. It is done.
I'll read that in a second. I'll read it now, because there's nothing else to look at in here. Tom Belfin's journal, second half. This is half of a page of parchment, yellowed and crumbling with age, and speckled with old stains. The top of the page is torn and jagged, as if ripped from its other part. Its ink is faded, but still legible, however, and reads, "Clearing in the south of the area, placed carefully within a standing column of rock. These columns are common in this area, and this column is different only in that its clearing is surrounded by a copse of trees. I intend to send this journal on to my family, so that if I happen not to make it home, one of them might track down my cash and benefit from it. Idris Tombelvin." Or Idris.
As I thought.
Alright, we'll go a little longer just because I wasted so much time. Oh, the darn statue. Okay. Well, we got stuff to do
Fight
first.
well, for now you will die.
Oh yeah, she got these crappy arrows. Let's get rid of these.
Was simple.
Now this bust is a depiction of the sun god Amalnator. The caption on the pedestal reads, "Let not the holy ritual be derided. None are worthy of his grace without first paying homage in the manner that he himself has prescribed. Learn the ritual or face his punishment."
If you wish.
Okay, well, we don't know his ritual yet. I think it's just a riddle, isn't it?
I shall overcome!
For the order!
In defense of virtue!
Feel the backhand of justice. Mine is the fist of
For the fallen!
Oh, this is a place I remember. See the sun gem on the pedestal? As long as it sits here, no shadows may approach us and we are safe. When removed, the creatures will attack. We need this gem to cross one of the shadow barriers. We merely need to be prepared to fight once we've taken it off.
Fight well, for now you will die.
Gotcha.
Should I have the... Oh, these potions. Here, we can give these to him real fast. Tuck those in the bag of holding.
Good to go.
Alright, Morn Ritual. Let's read this real fast. The scroll is a tutorial for the morning prayer ritual of a follower of the sun god, Amalnator. Know, my children, that when the holy rays strike the earth and dawn flows across the land, like music, thou must offer the morn ritual that is pleasing to mine eyes and ears. Malign the ritual at thy peril. Perform it only as I have it written. The first part of the ritual is smudged out. Perhaps you could deduce the action if you had the scrolls for the moon and the evening rituals. Hold the holy tome up to the sun, and my power shall bless it. Reflect as thou perceive the victory of light over the dark. These are the things that please me. Alright, let's tuck that away. Alright, Shadow.
Fight well, for now you will die.
Alright, I'm going to call it here, though. In the next episode, we'll continue through the temple ruins. Again, sorry I spent so much time re-equipping everyone up there. But it all worked out for the best, because now we have Mazzy instead of Aerie, and all is good. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next episode.